Here's a couple things. This little bed over here, I just went ahead and threw some old potatoes in there. And I went ahead and buried some small potatoes in here. Why? Because they were starting to get eyes on them. And I thought, I'll just throw them in here and see what happens. If I get potatoes out of them, awesome. If I don't, then they can just go ahead and, make soil. So I'm not too worried about it. I have bugs get to this basil over here. I was not excited about that. So they look all crazy. My little tomato plant back there died. We're like, all right, this soil, I've been adding a lot of stuff to it, so it's kind of lumpy. I've been putting a lot of organic matter in there, a lot of table scraps, things like that. So hopefully it'll fertilize that soil and make it better for next year, because that's kind of my goal, is to really work on the soil this fall and winter, really get that done. Look at my crazy tomato plant right here. This is how tomato plants actually grow when you don't stake them up. They just run on the ground like that. So I've got this one right here, which is my big tomatoes, and they're starting to look. I'm getting big tomatoes in there. I got big tomatoes there, bigger tomatoes there. So it's getting heavy. I got this little one over here that's just looking all crazy, just laying down. And I've got this one out here with a bunch of flowers and just all over. And I'm just letting it go, pulling tomatoes off when I need them. And then this is when I get my curated, I guess, pretty ones, of course. I've got this. I've got my bigger tomatoes, my smaller tomatoes. I mean, check that out. I've got some that are changing colors. I'll pull those off. And then, of course, I've got these right here, these right here, and then old Charlotte. Ooh, look, I think she got a grasshopper. Yep. Charlotte got a grasshopper, so that's one less grasshopper eating my food, so she took care of that for me. So I'm excited about that. And then just my crazy wildness over here. My bell peppers are looking good. Here, we'll come walk over and look at the peppers quick. Let shut this off for you. I've got my pepper's big there. I got a pepper up there. Pepper down there. Pepper there. I've got on the other side pepper here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Hold on. Yeah, I've got pepper there. So I got all kinds of peppers growing. And that's kind of just a little bit about, like, it's me kind of breaking down my gardens. I'm going to leave the stalks up from my sunflowers. Why? Because I'll cut some off and I'll have seeds for next year to make a bunch of sunflowers for the bees and stuff like that. But then I'll leave the rest for the birds and stuff this winter so they can eat. It's just a way of me, like, giving back to the animals and all that this winter time. So I hope you enjoyed this and get excited about the fall and winter as we go to sleep. The garden does, then we bring it back in the spring.